I'm joined this time by OKG Lock.
What up?
OKG Lock, let's talk about the bans. We're already partway into them.
Looks like these. Looks like the other team who's facing OKG is afraid of late game and range, so they got a Nasus ban on for top solo. Their Caitlyn is extremely overpowered, even though she just got nerfed in this latest patch. But
even after nerf, Caitlyn is still overpowered.
Still overpowered. She still has the same range, and all they nerfed was a little bit of her ratios, but it doesn't even matter because their level scaling is still ridiculous. Excuse me. On OKG side, we have a Rammus ban. Not sure why they're scared of Rammus, but maybe they're afraid of too much defense and late game turtling as well. Tryndamere is also a great ban, and this gets so fed if he gets any kills, especially first blood.
We saw that earlier today, how Tryndamere can totally dominate and carry a game. It's pretty amazing. Who do you think reach into your super psychic Spidey? Oh, that was all right. I was going to say who you're going to predict the first pick was going to be.
First pick Ryze. That's odd. I mean, Ryze in 3s is a decent champion, but he does a lot more damage in 5s. Simply because his E can bounce off more people. But, yep. Let's see what he can do with Ryze. Extremely overpowered at level 6 if he's out-leveling his opponent. So,
how is he late game?
Late game Ryze is depending on which items he builds. He could either build flat AP, but if he does that, then he's also very squishy and he'll be targeted by the other team.
So 3v3 compared to 5v5, is there more gold? Can you get more complex builds done? Or is there more gold in the 5v5?
There's way more gold in 5v5, mainly because there's more minions, more jungle, more Baron, obviously. It's a great 300 gold each character. It's what? 1,200 gold for the team, every Baron. Oh, we got first pick Akali by OKG Jane, one of his stronger champions. He's just learned recently.
Yeah, we've seen Akali be overpowered. And?
Tristana.
Odd?
It's alright. I'm not sure why they picked that, but there they go. Oh, no, it's switching up to Teemo.
Captain Teemo!
Teemo, very good map control with his ult and mushrooms. Very good for team fights. That's slow. And the blind, obviously, if they get an AD on their team, it just shuts them down. Perfect.
What would you counter to Teemo for picks on the other side?
Teemo's countered pretty much by anyone who does any damage, so he's a very squishy champion. He's mainly just supposed to be map control. And sticking with Tristana. No big deal.
Last second
Tristana being an AD carry needs lots of farm. In 3s, that's not so plentiful. It's not something I would pick in a 3v3, but if they want to get in there and think they're pretty confident, then that's a pretty good pick, I guess.
Interesting. Interesting switch there just at the last second. Our blue team, Team Joey,
excuse me,
taking...
Got a Kog'Maw pick as well as Ryze, so another range carry. Doesn't need quite as much farm as Tristana due to his percentage of health he takes off everybody when he's using his W ability, which is living or Twitter. Oh, and we got a Mumu. We got a tank. Very good team fight champion, especially with that ult locks everybody down, and with everybody locked down, Ryze and Kog'Maw are very strong.
Interesting.
Because Kog'Maw can literally, he'll probably go straight for Akali after that. Ryze can bounce off everybody once they're locked down, and then it'll be game if he can catch everybody. Jungle Shaco, very interesting pick by Bad Touch.
You think that he's going to? You think that he's going to do a lot of jungling in this game?
I don't usually see a lot of jungling in 3s, but
we've seen that jungling has made a difference to the outcome of a couple of games simply by the amount of gold you can get. Maybe that plays into the fact that there is less minions, less gold, and that actual jungling gets you that extra gold you need.
You can only really have one jungler in a 3v3 match, because if both team has a jungler, there isn't enough to go around, and they're going to be forced to lane anyways. Then it's a waste of a summoner spell if they have smite on each guy. So. But since we only got one, it's going to be decent. Shaco has great map control as well, leaving boxes of surprises everywhere for everybody.
Oh yeah, deadly. Now just for those of you that are new to League of Legends 3v3 and the spectate mode, as soon as the counter goes down, we go into a 3-minute delay. So the casters and spectators do not actually get to watch the game. It prevents screen hacking and such. in 3 minutes we'll actually catch up to the action. They're 3 minutes in the future. That countdown started now. I want to give a big shout out to Josh Prodigy, helping the technical side, making this happen. This is our first League of Legends 3v3 tournament here at OverKlocked Gaming, 11618 119th Street, Kitchener City Center, or go to overclockedgaming.com. Josh from Prodigy doing a great job. Please catch him Monday to Wednesday on www.esvtv.com on the Korean Weekly. Does a great job. More importantly, see him in person and some of the best StarCraft players in North America at StarCraft 2 Edmonton Open 64-man tournament, $1,500 prize pool, November 26th and 27th, brought to you by Canadian Amateur StarCraft League and OverKlocked Gaming. You cannot believe the quality of players. And also, in the future, on Thursdays, League night for League of Legends. Come down, meet some of the players you're seeing today, play with them, get some of their tips, get some coaching, just have some fun hanging out with people that do the same thing that you do, play League of Legends. So, joining me today for this cast is OKG Lock. Let's take a look. What do you think based on here? Who are we going to have in top lanes, do you think? Who are we going to have on bottoms? What kind of action can we see?
Well, I think we're going to see Ryza and Kali in top lane. Mainly because Ryze needs that farm early game or kills. Mumu is going to be assisting Kog'Maw bottom lane, and then against Justana could be interesting, but OKG Bad Touch will be in and out of every lane. Depending on how good his jungle's going, he might be in lanes more often than not. But if Mumu and Kog'Maw can get in with each other.
Okay. So with the masteries redone here, and they just recently did them, and I know I found them quite confusing. I know OKG Professional and OKG Bad Touch try to help me out. Anything that you want to point out specifically with the new masteries that you're not as experienced League of Legends player should be aware of?
Not really. I mean, like obviously higher levels you're going to be more powerful through the new the later perks in those trees are actually very powerful, but they also have crafted them around early levels as well, just so because the first couple ones you can get are also you get all the summoner spell buffs in one perk or one mastery, which is very helpful for low levels. And they also have really good armor and ability power, and all the good stuff that every champion really needs at the beginning of the mastery tree. But further down the tree is also like different metagames for like higher ELO. And if they have higher ELO and they need those masteries to do a lot of the cheeky shenanigans they try to pull off. But if you don't have them, obviously, the defense, the attack damage, the lifesteal, you're not going to do as well late game. So.
We've seen a lot of the 21-9 splits within the game in terms of masteries, like offense 21, utility 9, a lot of that kind of split. Do you think that's the way the game's going to be going?
That's the way it was with the old masteries. I think people are just having trouble switching over. I think putting more than 21 into a single tree is also very helpful lately, because you can get everything that your class needs in one tree, and then you just only need a couple for every other tree. Like if you're taking summoner spells that are all earned in the same tree, you can also get the ones you need from the other.
Okay, the game's loading up. As you can see, very little lag here with everything that's going on. Should be very even. This is Joey against OKG with CTX stepping in. It'll be a very interesting game. Joining me co-casting today, OKG Lock. Our games are up. Positioning, interesting. People not running off. We've seen some early ganks in the game so far. Do you suspect that's something that's going to happen in this game, OKGL?
OKG team with CTX Mystery is very prone to ganking and invading jungles. Looks like the other team's going to be playing safe. They haven't left. Two people haven't even left their platform yet. Kog'Maw being safe at his turret. These guys on OKG are obviously getting ready for first blood because they're seeming pretty confident in this match. Waiting in that bottom bush right there. Since Kog'Maw's up there, these guys shouldn't push out past this turret. If they do, they're gonna get a load full of face full of
our first Jack in the box.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And as I mentioned to OKGBT, we need a Jack in the Box in Canada. Great place to go for food, which is where I'm going after this match. Excellent. Well, not to the States, but someplace to eat.
Well, it looks like the other team's expecting a top gank. Looks like Mumu's going to get caught off guard here if he goes in that bush. No, he's changed his mind.
Spidey sense is going off for Mumu.
Yep. Well, we got 2 in that bush. We got 1 coming down for regular. Okay, they're sweeping. They're going to the other bush. Looks like it could be a conflict right here.
Oh, they just missed it.
Yeah,
they were just
had no
there
idea
seconds
they were
ago.
there.
Still trying to get that early first blood kill.
Purple team pinging for a top gank. Shocko getting ready to get these raids for his jungle. Yeah, other team, enemy team is playing very safe.
Probably aware of the tendency of OKG to try and go for an early first blood capture to get that early gold lead.
Yes, especially with the Collie there. If she gets any gold early game, it's going to be a really rough time for these guys to catch up. You can see they're at bottom. They're playing very careful right now because they haven't seen the other team. Top gank's just waiting right here. Kog'Maw's staying at his turret, very smart.
Very smart. Don't know where they are. Play smart. Stay near the turret. Play with protection.
See, there's Collie in lane. Okay, now Kog'Maw's going to move out a bit.
Better to lose that little bit of experience than to die.
Purple team opting for red buff before farming. Just giving Shocko a good leash there. Collie's going to dip out of this bush and keep harassing Kog'Maw. It's a very good play style. Since you have energy, you don't have to worry about mana cost, so if you have to harass, you should get on that right away. Bottom's waiting for a gank down here, and I don't wonder why, because they obviously know that they're in that bush. Yeah.
Losing a minions, but very early in the game.
Got a top gank already up top. Kog'Maw using his flash. And he's going to make it, I think. Yeah, he made it just barely.
Infinitesimal hit points left, almost invisible.
Giving a Collie free farm, though, that's what that push is about.
Yeah, free farm.
Collie obviously getting that free gold.
Getting your free farm. And we've seen OKG Jane play a Collie with great efficiency in games, high farm count, taking a huge advantage.
Rye's trying to get some harass on Tristana down here. It doesn't seem to like it doing him a whole lot, but
keeping her off of the experience and the gold, though, that's got to have an impact.
Rise obviously needs lots of mana because his ability power not only scales with ability power, but the more mana he has, the more damage his Q his ability is going to do. And that's really helpful to him because more mana, you can obviously spam his spells.
The Collie really out-farming everybody right now, it looks like.
Yeah, 13 farm to highest is 8 with the OKG bad touch in the jungle. Looks like he's stopping for no reason up there. Who knows what he's doing. Kog'Maw and Akali going at it once again up top lane. Got a Mumu Rise, not really farming at all. Just
kind of odd what Team Joey's doing. Or you think they'd be following up, making sure they max their experience on all of these minions, especially early in the game. You don't want to get an early level differential.
We got a top gank going on up top, which was failed due to Akali's flash up to Dragon. Very smart move.
Nice flash over top.
Tristana just getting free farm bottom lane, like very good for an AD carry in this scene. Just not having as many minions as in 5v5, you need all you can get, and just getting that solo lane is going to be very helpful to her.
OKG Jane back out, heading back up to go into her top farm. Huge farm difference at this point, though, just in terms of minion kills. That would be the only significant difference between the two, it looks like. Only a 4K differential. No first blood will be pretty important for the first type of item pick selection that's going to occur.
OKG Jane picking up Doran's Blade and a ward. Got a Shocko gank up top. Well,
they just
pushing him out of lane, getting that lane presence in there, making sure Kog'Maw knows not to mess with the Collie.
I'm going shopping in the top jungle, get out of my way.
Yeah, basically what's going on there. Tristana just still farming bottom. Rise is down here, putting up a little bit of opposition. Mumu's getting just hit by minions. Looks like we're hitting a bit of lag here. Everything's frozen up. Should come back anytime now. There it goes.
Spectate mode just put out in one of the last patches. Still working some of the bugs out. I can tell you from personal experience that trying to spectate a 3v3 on a 5 map crashes every time, at least for me. Bad touch in the jungle. Jane working the top.
Good up there, getting all those buffs.
Team Joey, man, Jane is just not letting Kog'Maw do anything.
Yep, 6 minutes into the game, no first blood yet. Very good for 3v3. Usually you get that early gank right away. These guys are holding out very good.
Aggressive play, but not overly aggressive. No one's really overextended at this point.
Okay, GG just putting the pressure on that Kog'Maw.
Oh,
bad touch getting caught in that tower.
Tower diving. Okay, come on, OKG BT. Even I don't do that. Suck it up.
Thinking he wasn't getting saw, but the tower obviously has stealth vision. No getting by that. Tristana still getting free farm on bottom.
That's going to end up paying off for Team Joey long term.
Jane looks like she's coming down for a gank right here with the Kali. Looks like it's going for that Rise. Let's see if Rise will push out. No, he's backing. Okay. Kog'Maw's still at his turret, backing up. Kog'Maw's farm not even close to a Kali right now. Just 12 ahead of him.
Very, very cautious game here. Nobody overextending. Oh, we've got some action. Jane.
Oh, it looks like Moomoo's going to go down. No.
And Jane gets first blood. Jane gets first blood. Huge counterattack. Jane escapes.
Barely escapes out of that. Rise is going down.
Rise is going down too?
Oh, Tristana's going down to that turret with Kog'Maw getting that gold.
Wow.
Fair trade, 1 for 1. No, 2 for 2.
2 for 1.
2 for 1. Going down. First encounter. Not looking good for this other. What's the team's name? Not looking good for the blue team right now.
No early first blood. Little crazy going on, but clearly both teams know how to engage, use their skills, and try and make the other team pay for even being slightly out of position. OKG back. OKG Jane out, back top again. On the bottom. Looks like Mystery's going to get free farm again down here. We saw earlier today letting CTX Mystery farm for free on Caitlyn. Just, I mean, horribly bad idea.
Just those 80 carries, it's like a fast food race, you know, like who can make the most the fastest.
I know Tim in real life, and he is a fast food race, constantly, all the time. All of them having speed dials. Almost a 2K differential at this point. We're going to start seeing some differences in items.
Kali picking up that Hextech Revolver is going to help her out with that spell vamp. Also giving her that ability power she needs to do that huge burst that we've always seen with Jane and the Kali's. Kali is just a very overpowered champion. Probably never going to get nerfed.
When the designers like it. Oh, bad touch going after the dragon.
Yep, soloing dragon. Looks like a Kali's jumping in there with her ult.
Great flash.
Well, and they get that dragon. No idea the other team.
No, lack of map awareness critical in this game.
Ward's very important.
And strategic placement of them. Professional was pointing out how just moving the ward positioning slightly allows her better vision everywhere. Bad touch going after him.
Just getting some harass in there with that 2-ship poison. Not going to be able to dive him at this time. All he has is the blood razors and potions. Excuse me. Potions.
Making him pay though for it. You can't overextend even like a couple of minions without somebody from the OKG team paying them. Joey has fought their way into this position. We are in the winners bracket, I believe. So it is. This is critical for both teams, and I think a first game win would be important in this best of 3.
OKG taking the massive gold lead early game, 8.4k to 5.5 right now.
Have they spent it though? Are they maximizing the use of that gold in the items they're getting? What's your opinion?
It looks like they're opting for a lot of early game items like Doran's Blades. Looks like Tristana's got 3 already. Might not have done that myself. She might need to get a little more damage with the BF sword. Would have been a great purchase for her to help farm. But obviously she's afraid of dying because the health is also very helpful. Jane waiting in the bush up top, waiting for Kog'Maw, but he's still back right now. Just getting back top lane. BT getting a bit of troll in there.
Well, you know,
very well known for that.
He is a troll. I've met him in real life. He looks like a troll. He is a troll. And when he listens to this cast again, he's going to come and pound me, but I'll be far, far away at that time.
Looks like they're trying to push bottom lane out of lane. Probably going to try and get an early tower. Kog'Maw, not sure what to do. Can't get down to his team. Can't leave his lane.
What do you think about the slight level advantage that OKG has at this time? Is that going to play into what they can do mid-game?
Moomoo's, just hitting 6. Kali with their leveling, scaling is very dangerous, especially since she's 1 level ahead of Kog'Maw. Has a very good lead. Plus with the gold lead the team has, it's not looking good for the other team right now.
Is there a tactical advantage to Team Joey swapping somebody else to go against OKG?
Moomoo's locking Tristana at the tower. This could be interesting. Oh, she's going down.
Oh.
Trade 1 for 1 bottom lane. Looks like Shaco's going for Rise right now. Getting that fear in there.
Oh, this could be... No, did not want to take the tower shots.
No.
Stayed for the farm.
No, Jane getting Kog'Maw.
Getting away from the explode.
Through that ignite, just burned it. Just enough damage to take Kog'Maw out. Just going to get a really good push on this turret. Got bottom push turret as well. With,
oh man,
Shaco
both turrets. Oh, bad touch. That was just. Oh, sorry, that was his
hallucination.
Hallucination, and I got hallucinated. That I am a wombat, a total wombat, and know nothing about the game.
Tristana, just farming away. 42 farm. Her and Shaco are very evenly farmed right now, which is. I gotta say something about Tristana. I mean, she's got her own lane. Shaco's only got jungle. But
yep.
Maybe she's having trouble with the 2v1.
It is tough to go 2v1 and 3v3. You have to be very, very aware of the gank can happen so fast.
Shaco just continuing to troll the team, just getting really overconfident. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him late game.
Yes, well, you can be distracted by the typing. We may have to turn it off at some point. Checking out Dragon. I don't think Dragon's respawned yet, has it?
No, it's still down right now. Shaco continuing to jungle.
Huge minion differential right now.
Huge. Kali with that 76 farm. She's working on her Hextech Gunblade right now. Getting that a blasting wand last back. It's going to help her a lot with the burst damage she does.
Yeah, there she goes.
Yeah, just tears Kog'Maw apart right now.
Kog'Maw is going to need help with OKG Jane at some point. There's just no way around it.
Shaco trying to get in there with his Deceive. Doesn't quite make it. Kind of burns his summoner spells. A bit of a waste. But continues to jungle like it didn't happen. Got Tristana's continuing to farm.
Got some heavy pings coming in. They're going to take out that top tower, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for Mumu and Rise right now.
Jane out of position.
Colin getting really overconfident. Tristana jumping in there.
Nice save. CCX Mystery coming in and helping out. Yeah. Overconfidence by overleveling, do you think?
Shaco's going 2v1 right now.
And owning.
With no ult, looks like he's going to get torn apart by that.
He makes the escape. 2 down, will they get the ace?
Tristana using her cooldown reduction on that jump every kill. Kog'Maw's going to get away. Nobody's high enough health to do anything.
Yeah, 4K differential. And as OKJ Professional says, when you get ahead, the best thing to do is to get more ahead. So I suspect they'll all be going back to heal up, buy items, and come back out with a vengeance.
Looks like a calling Tristana going to try for this turret so that Tristana's attack speed might be able to take it down. Looks like Kog'Maw's going to try and defend. No, getting a few hits on it. Kog'Maw and really kind of useless right now. Got no farm, no items.
Tough game.
Oh, Dragon's
on
up.
Dragon.
Yeah. Tristana, Kali getting Dragon right now. Going to give him another huge gold lead that they already have.
Level differential is also starting to spread out. 15 minutes in, 6 kills to 2 for purple CT OKG. Second Dragon. No turrets down. It's like a 6K differential in money. Pretty difficult. On the 3v3 map, so it is possible for Blue to make comebacks because it is so easy to turtle on these maps and catch up. We also know that Team Joey has been able to make their comeback and win games even when they're behind. Should be quite interesting as we transition now into the mid game.
Yeah, 3v3 is very long games if you don't get that one push in late game, mid game. If you get one push into their base, it better be. You have to make it worth it. Get that Nexus turret down. If it doesn't go down, then the other team's just going to farm those minions that you just let into their base. Super minions and everything. They're just going to get so much gold from that and turtle.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you get in their base, just one good push is all you need. You can make it to their Nexus turret. Mumu getting in here with his ult, catching Shaco. Shaco using his ult to get out of that. Tristana jumping in.
Oh.
Looks like Rise isn't going to be able to do enough damage. Jane just getting wrecked by that turret.
And does not get out, does escape, will escape. What do you think?
Mumu's out of mana, can't catch her. Oh, get out of there.
Okay, Jane.
1 kill for none.
Ouchie, ouch, ouch. 6K differential in cast. No turrets down.